Good morning, all of you. My name is Sonia Fulford. I'm the president of the Turks and Caicos Islands Football Association, and I also sit on the FIFA and CONCACAF Council. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today to share a few words with you. And it's no greater honor and pleasure to be doing it right here at this venue in Athens, Greece. Because what an amazing view we have here, right? So, over the last couple of days when, I started preparing for this event, because Marius told me, maybe you can come share a few words on leadership. I don't have a speech or anything, but I did prepare a few nuggets on leadership just because we have so many amazing people in the room, especially amazing women, and most of you come from leadership positions and, whether it's your club, your association, or whatever, but that's what we're here for these 2 days, and, I hope that I can leave something with you just how I expect to take something from you and take back home with me into my various organizations. So I looked at the key summit themes and highlighted, they included club development excellence, player well-being and care, transformational leadership, financial sustainability, and investment in the women's game. And I thought to myself, this is such a complete list, right? So we have to leave here with something. If we can tackle all of these, then the future of women's football will be greater than we can ever imagine. And that is why I am so grateful to Marius and his team for their commitment to the development and growth of the women's game. And I think we should all take this moment just to give them another round of applause for all of the work that they've been putting in over the years. As a woman who is a leader in a male-dominated arena, as sports and specifically football, I have not only through my own experience, but also through studying other women's leaders, been able to identify things that help us thrive as women leaders within our industry, and indeed, any industry. In recent times, we have seen a massive boom in women's football in 2022-2023 season, as an average attendance for a UEFA Women's Champions League game hit 5 figures for the first time, a 100% increase from just 4 years previously, which is truly such a well-deserved figure, a well-deserved reward for the efforts of our women's footballers. Club owners, administrators, medical personnel, managers, and leaders have put in for so many years. Unfortunately, this boom is not reflected in terms of leadership within the women's game. Currently, I am one of 6 women of a 37-member FIFA Council. I am also one of 2 women of the CONCACAF Council. I'm also the first president of the Turks and Caicos Islands Women's Football Association. Even though I'm grateful for that opportunity to represent us as women within this space, I would love to see more women within this space and close the gap. Men, we're very grateful to you for your contribution and all the efforts you put into women's football. And, I try to say this every time I get an opportunity to speak, because I think, because we know as women that we're marginalized in this arena, most of the times we tend to forget the contribution that men put in the sport, and we all know that in order for our game to grow, that we need all hands on deck. So thank you for all of the men who make this very important contribution. So, whilst I'm giving this opportunity in this space, I'd like to share a few more insights on some tools we can add to our toolkit as women to see the gap close. And I would like to share them. I would like to share at least 3 of them that I think are very crucial. You may know already, but it doesn't hurt to, reinforce it. And the first one for me is building your professional confidence. Yes, we know that we do the work. There's no doubt about it. This is there to show. People witness it every day. We as women, we do the work, and we work very hard. But in an arena such as leadership, where it can sometimes be a dog-eat-dog scenario, having professional confidence brings you above the rest. You have to put in the work, gather all of the skills required, and have the results to show for it. Therefore, you must be intentional about having professional confidence. Do not let any envisioned obstacle stop you. You know yourself, so keep your eye on the prize. And no matter what, keep forging ahead. As you do, your professional confidence will automatically continue to grow and encourage other women to forge ahead. The second one for me is to learn to communicate your skills and achievement, which in some way is linked to your professional confidence. Be loud about it, what you have done and what you achieved. I know as women, we often want to be humble because most times we're judged when we're not. But if you do not say it, nobody will say it for you. Oftentimes, women might have done so much more than their male counterparts, but will in no time have the same counterpart, in no time have the same counterpart 3 levels above them. And this is not something peculiar to women's football alone. You should be able to communicate your skills and achievements effectively because you might just be the perfect fit for that leadership role. The third and final one for me this morning is to mentor someone and to get a mentor. I'm going to quote what Steve Jobs once said. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to take these great people, push them, and make them even better. And that, for me, is the perfect definition of a mentor. You need someone who is committed to seeing what's inside of you and making sure it comes to the surface even when you do not. And this can also be a great way to kickstart building your professional confidence and learning to communicate your skills and achievements effectively. There is also a saying that goes, learn from others' mistakes and not yours. A good mentor will not only communicate their mistakes to you, but will also show you how to avoid them. As I round up, I would like to once again thank the organizers for their continued commitment to bettering the women's game, because it is truly beautiful. I also want to thank each and every one of you who are here today for your hard work, your commitment, and your efforts towards building the women's game. It's truly remarkable to be in this room with so many incredible people here today. And I hope that over the next few hours that I can get to meet some of you and really talk to you. But have an enjoyable summit. And again, thank you, Marius and team, for this wonderful event that you're putting on for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you very much, Sonia. Fantastic way to kickstart the summit.